and the world record is, well, this world record is wrong here. The world record here is like 34 minutes without loads. It's really low. And if I am correct, like the run that had the first place hidden story doesn't use most of the strats. So as you can see, I have my Stormslinger because you use it a lot here, and I'm gonna keep this outfit. So let's have a laugh run. We already PV, so for the people, and let me change my title because maybe that is a little deceptive. Don't put story mode, let's just put like a speedrun. I don't know the strat either, but I only know that you use the Stormslinger to everywhere, to everything. So let's do this, shall we? And see how much slow we can get. And of course I don't have splits here because when I submit my times to speedrun.com, I didn't have like live split and stuff, so it just set the final time with loads. Legas, do you see the video of Gaia Prime? I mean, I know that you see it, but can you like say something about that? I was like really happy when I found that because I was like, oh man, we can like fly with the mount here in Gaia Prime and we are gonna break this thing like we did with the Shaman's Path. But it's really like weird for me that the thing like the skipping the checkpoints can work so easily in Zero Dawn and Eclipse Space, but in Gaia Prime for some reason didn't work like that.
Worked up a sweat from the climb.
So is that like a difference between the development of the game, or is that a difference like because Gaia Prime is like a more important mission?
There's thin. I've heard the Banu clans are up here. Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village too. Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
A little
Aloy.
Hey, take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting all about
I lack the knowledge, like
up on
from knowing, like like seeing the code, like that kind of things is like clear to see. It's like something easy to find, for, obviously for someone that knows. Like we can expect like major things when the PC version is released. these guys
This world is full of
doesn't care about me.
could be a piece of that tonic. Got you. Scavengers have just gotten started. That's the last of the scavengers. Looks like the scavengers moved out 3 major flights. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even
Andres, I do not run the main game because I suck at shooting people.
well, it's in.
And in the main game you shoot a lot of people. So my aim ain't that
Okay, if I'm
that
right,
good, so
just need to get the power
I do not run the main game. Also, I started running the DLC because it's shorter, so it's like more easy for me because in terms of times, because
I think I can leap onto the tonic from here.
you don't need much. Like in less of an hour, you can like
Now to climb up to its head.
do a run of the DLC, but in the main game we're talking about for something that is starting like 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, and that is a lot of time. Because of my job and the things that I do, I can like really
And I'll be off your
spend like 3 hours a day doing one run. So that was I starting like running the main game. Maybe one day I will run. I surely knew the route and knew the strats and all the stuff, but it seems like at this moment like a really long thing for me to do. But if in some point I will run the game, I think I will run it in ultra hard also, because it's like the goal. I mean, if you are gonna like run the game, run it on ultra hard. So the main game in story and in all categories, the strats are different, so you have to learn different things. So I don't think like it's worth like learning one like set of strat and then like learning another. You need another part of weapons. You need a fire arrow, for example. I mean a fire bow.
Are you
I
kind of?
and yet what she's
I
been
would
only
like to
shopping
run. Well,
How do
go to the
Blegas here.
if
He
you
also run the game, and he have like two records in ultra hard. He started to play a category who hasn't. Well, he is the only person in the leaderboard, but it's a really fun category, and is this DLC, but new game. So basically, you start from childhood. I don't know if you play this game, but you start like a like child Aloy, and basically you don't do anything, and you after the proving, go straight to here to the DLC and do all the things that in the community it like is like running this game, and that is a really fun like game to play. It's a little longer, it's like 2 hours, but it's really fun, and the route is new. Like Blegas is the guy who invented the route, and nobody like nobody else have a time there in the leaderboard. So I would like to have a time there, but I have to learn childhood Aloy, and I don't really like childhood Aloy. So that is the only thing that is stopping me at this point to run in that category. Yeah, Legacy is alone in that category. Come on, Aloy, get down. Yes. Oh, you have Latino? Nice. It's a really fun speedrun. Like Legas said, like I was a fan of speedrun in general. Like the last year, I will say, I love the things, like the tricks is the thing that got my attention, and I started like see, okay, what games do I have and the console that I have, and I only have the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 4, and I see the games that I have, and I don't have a capture card, so the only option was like running a PS4 game, and I have like God of War, Spider-Man and stuff, and Horizon was the most fun to run. So I start to watching like tutorials on YouTube, and well, the guy who is like the godfather of the speedrun, he has a lot of videos like showing how to run the game, how to set up your file for running the game. So was like really easy to start with that kind of help. Like to Elk's tutorial, Elk TV is the person that have the record. It's set there in the split. Like he has done a lot for the community.
Maybe Array is inside.
So I see her videos. I started watching him on Twitch, and I get hooked. And now I can't stop it. And I find like my hobby now is like finding things for the game. And well, I have found like a little things. Hi Everton, how are you? I have found some little things for the game, and that is awesome. Like starting like watching things and glitches and stuff, like it's a really fun thing to do, and I do a lot of that. I mean, I try to find things. I haven't found much, but I surely have a nice time, and I have fun like watching things and trying new stuff. And
Getting too steep to ride.
but I would recommend like running this game. It's really fun. It's really, the community is like awesome. If you have doubts, if you don't know something, like I can say like from experience that it's a really good community. Well, if you want to know what things I find, you can type exclamation point glitch finder, and there you have a playlist with most of the stuff that I have found for the run. The DLC mostly because I run this, so I happen to be a lot of time here. So most of the things that I found are in the Frozen Wilds. Unluckily, it's the more unpopular category. Like the only three runners at this moment. Like Blegas, who is there in the chat, Elk, who has the world record and he plays all the things, and me. There is other player, everyday Aussie, but now he is like most focused in run Ratchet and Clank. So active runners only three. So when I found something, I only find it for myself, Blegas and Elk. No, nobody else nobody wants me to find stuff in the DLC. Nobody cares.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea?
It's a lot of fun. Like Blegas said, it's a lot of fun because the battles are like so like well designed. Like it's only like a few battles that are like very scripted, but most of them are like you have to improvise, you have to use the strats, you have to like be on your feet. So and because it's a little like small community, I think that is really like nice for you because we support each other and we look for each other. So it's not like a big like community when you are like one number more. We almost knew how do you say it, like we knew each other, like all the runners, all the people. I will say that most people when they like think about speed running, think about like Zelda, think about Mario 64, they think about like Nintendo games and stuff, but I mean the PS4 community of speed running is really big. And I will say that it's more like accessible because if you want to like run, I don't know, Mario 64, you have to get like a capture card and you have to get like a original hardware and the Japanese game and stuff. So it's really hard to like someone like who want like speed run that kind of games. Why am I using this button? I just want to improve my times a bit on main game and Play story before I spread my wins to other categories. Yeah, I will say that like is well, Blegas is the only person that can like do what am I doing? Do like 3 categories at once. But I will say that it's better to focus in only one category. Blegas saying, yeah, definitely best focus on one, and he is running like 3 categories. Oh, you can say that if you like got a world record like a few days ago. Oh well, I do hunting grounds too, like for fun. You will call that a category? The hunting grounds?
Dealt with in due course.
I thought I didn't.
Oh,
Alright,
I forgot here.
and I won't see.
Man, first level is
So,
gonna be so fast, so fast. I don't feel comfortable hitting the frost claws with the stormslinger, so I'm gonna use like ultra hard strats in the fire claw, frost claw. I mean.
Alright, gotta head up that mountain.
Well, we're gonna use Lega's strat here. Oh, I think Ozzy found it, but
I've got a
Lega's
few ways
used
to
it.
go up, and those rock paintings mark the path.
Okay, Princess, don't worry. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoy your presence. And have a nice workout. Is this right? Yes.
Dawn breaking. Every
And thank you so much for the luck, for the lurk.
Come on, Aloy, time's wasting.
All right.
I need to.
So, Andres, if you wanna, join the community,
All right, Challenger. You need to take out the herd below.
feel free to do so. Man, this category is a joke.
Alright, here we go.
Now climb the ridge and launch your balloon.
Oh, that wasn't a joke. Awesome. That's happened to me for open my mouth. How many followers we have? Are we getting close? Of the 40?
Point to the next challenge.
2 bellowbacks ahead, Challenger. Kill them both. None of the other machines matter.
Alright, 2 dead bellowbacks coming up.
Yeah. The game hearing me and... Only 4 more? Are you serious?
Okay, one down.
Oh, he's already dead. I think he's still...
Got them both.
Over here, Challenger. Raise your marker. Now take the zip line and work your way down to the valley.
Is the difficulty also like changing your
I need to get to the valley.
like falling damage is also reduced in the category? Man, how much that battle lasts? I don't know. Maybe it seems like it seems like it's like less, I will say. I think I have better aim with the bow. It only took like two triple shots from each. I have to improve this path. Like, it seems like this way is so much slower. My mount is crazy, and now it's gonna... Where are you? Come on. Come on, boy. I would love to know, like, in what point do you have to hear the tower for, like, passing by without destroying it?
Here we go again.
Don't get crazy, don't get crazy.
Long notch, well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching from one side.
Come on, mount. Yes.
I've gone as far as this thing will take me.
Aloy, it's not. No.
Are you?
Yeah, you. It was.
I'd like that.
Are you ready?
What is this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain, a fortress that defended humankind.
Yeah, I know this is possible, but I would love to see, like,
It looks more like a machine.
what is, like, maybe an audio cue for knowing. Because I remember, like, also, like, passing by and, like, missing the pulse. But it might be a little luck. But being able to know, like, where it's going to... And of course in this run I get that.
Not much farther now.
Pipes. Towers.
See, in ultra hard that fall, like, it take your shield weaver entirely, and then here like it took like maybe a quarter.
Take whatever supplies are.
No, they don't. Well, the Scorcher one is easy on story.
Look out, more machines.
The thing that is hard in story with the Scorcher cave is lure the Scorcher without killing it, I will say.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George. I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Penny Chow. So, here's to you, Penny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
I'd like to add something.
That was so close.
This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you for bringing us our real mastermind.
Man, I like. Well, the Scorcher is super close here.
Director Chow.
Maybe I could take it.
All right, Zion. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,650. Whoa,
It seems like it's so close to get it.
here's to 1,654 more years with no interruption.
It's using hats. You didn't know this? Yes, you can shoot these bombs. I don't remember who found this.
The old ones.
I don't remember who was the player, the awesome player that found that.
We were right away. This was sent to stop something terrible. And it worked. Thanks for the spirit. Starting to get an idea of what it could do.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Andres, I found that.
More machines. Make ready.
I don't put much stock in songs for deeds, but that battle.
All right, here we go. This way.
In there.
Doesn't look like there's much choice. Get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross. That's it. Single pass.
Awesome.
To get across to extend the bridge.
I doubt. Why I doubt there? Oh my god. This is happening because I get cocky without the skips and stuff. Come on, Aloy.
Fascinating. They weren't looking for me.
Oh, really? Come on.
Looks like things are going my way.
Yeah, glitch into the box.
Okay, let's get them across.
Yeah.
Come on over, it's safe. I think.
Man, this cave, like, it makes me crazy, the inconsistency.
Here.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the demon burned it.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their
Spirit speaks to me.
How did that happen?
Maybe you're right.
I missed a split,
Let's keep
maybe.
moving. I'll try to find a way through. I need to get Araya and Orange across. That should do it.
So now this guy doesn't care about me. He died, like with like 3 bombs.
There's another console.
He died.
to any human responder.
So I'm gonna get this thing here.
Reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of
Backup
the backup
stabilization.
stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional.
I don't
But
understand.
if I get it here
what
like
it's
in
trying
second
to tell
try,
us. It's-
I'm gonna start using
I'm
it
looking for a way
every
to
time.
defeat the demon. Machine parts.
And I love that
Here to
all
be
of
able to
we all three have like
We need to
different
get across that
different.
Yeah. Looks like I have to go over.
Whoa, whoa, man! I love my way. I love it.
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
That was awesome. That was an awesome jump. Oh, I was looking at chat and I run into that pillar there. Do you remember that one time I spent like maybe an entire run like trying that thing. Well, that was the thing that worked the most when I was doing that research.
Possible security threat detected. Analyzing supervision
No.
matrix. Secure battery countermeasures.
No, I think I spent like maybe 1 hour. I'm pretty sure that I spent like one completely stream like doing that.
Keep moving towards the core.
I think that maybe you and Princess were there.
Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about
And
it.
obviously, here we can one-shot this thing. Beautiful.
Okay. Cyan, the new unit that
Oh,
Cyan
here
warned
you
us
can
about.
like...
This won't be easy. Another tower! Stop it from repairing the beast!
Oh, I missed the... I missed the one shot there. No! I think that maybe I get stuck there for a second. Even in like study mode, well, this has the loading screens. So in story mode, I beat Elk in his ultra hard time. Because this is going to be like a 47 maybe, 46, 36. Yeah, maybe.
Hello, because it is your week. Aloy, I have do brought.
Which of these options is faster, like this, the brain, the fist of the heart? You pick one, like because it's lower, or you pick one because of like...
My chieftain.
Just...
Well, 41-54.
I wondered if
Not
you
bad
thought
for a run of this
that if I'd
category.
never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along.
I definitely want the second place, because the second place in story mode is like from 2 years ago, so it doesn't have any of the strats
so much for
that we use here. So I definitely want the second place. Ozzy is gonna have the first one because he's like crazy good. Well, this is not a BB because well, it is, but because my last run in this category was like...
We destroyed the cauldron, forced out the daemon,
maybe 1 month ago, 2 months. Well, we are in June,
she
so
understood what had to be done.
2 months ago.
Yes, and I failed to listen.
You didn't fail.
A shaman should always have the ear of their chieftain. Yet I turned her away. My own sister.
see the graph, like...
I was foolish.
This what is the first place, the second place now in this category?
I grieve for her passing. At last I truly know who she was. And why the spirit was so important.
I know that the first place is like 34 minutes.
For so long she told me. If only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow.
Really?
Besides,
43 without loads?
we'd already had a
Oh,
chieftain
cool.
before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one for the path we share.
Cool, so now the
The
two...
daemon is gone. But
Well,
there's much to be
this
done.
isn't
And in the
important
new
because
units that
like
Cyan said escaped the
it's
cauldron?
not my main
Yes,
category.
Fire claws. Now
But
Jake has
it's not
tracked
fair
them to
because
Song's
the
Edge.
second
I
place
could
there
help with
is like
those.
from
No
2
doubt.
years ago, so
You're
didn't
practically
have like
winning.
Champion's Path, didn't have like all the skips that we now use, so ain't fair. But it's always nice to have like a good day. Today was like I was thinking like maybe one run like
I can't feel much of anything in this.
to get out the rust because I was like 4 days, maybe 3 days without playing. Yeah, it's a good time. I'll take it. Like it's like 10 minutes like away from my